That's muted. That's muted. Man, it's really convenient that this chapter select exists now. Alrighty. Hello. Okay, so thankfully, after you beat C Route, you unlock Chapter Select. So I can just go right down here to the tower and all the way down to Chapter 17-9. 9S and A2. The machine defeated. 9S and A2 turn on each other. A2 explains it's pointless to kill each other, but 9S is deafened by hate. Thus begins the final battle between the last Yorha. Thank you for the host.
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And Yorha was created to perpetuate the lie. But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time. The commander, me, 2B, sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it make you laugh?
9S, we...
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually. But the model designation 2B was just a cover. The official designation is 2E. Number 2 Type E. They were a special class of members designed to execute Yorha units. But you knew that, right, 9S?
Shut up! Shut up! What do you know? You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational
153. I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
Please make your choice. We picked A2 last time. It's time for 9S. Understood.
It doesn't matter! None of this matters!
9S!
What if it doesn't matter?
Nothing matters anymore. Those are the exact same words that Eve said to us during our fight with him. Nothing matters anymore.
Why do I desire the touch of something that no longer...
I hate to keep cutting him off like this, but like... Man, why couldn't I do this good like the last fucking stream when I was getting my shit kicked in? Ow, never mind. Man, they really don't want you to hack. This takes a long-ass time. Alright, let's stop cutting him off.
It's how we were made. Androids were designed to protect their human masters. Our core programming demands that we...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fine then. I'll just destroy it. If it all goes away, that'll solve everything!
Damn it!
Take care of 9S.
2B.
Fatal system error detected. Memory leak verified. Repair impossible. Beginning emergency evacuation of remaining memories. My name is 9S, a newly manufactured scanner model. January 30th, 11,942. Rolled out at 4:25 a.m. bunker time. I will fight for humanity with all my strength. The pleasure is mine, Commander. I lie collapse in a space of blinding white. The pain is gone. The light envelops me. It's so warm. I was anxious. A soldier from the moment I was born, thrown into the world alone. Nothing to rely on. No God to believe in. I was alone. Tasked with infiltrating enemy territory to gather intelligence. In the fog. In the flames. Alone. My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support. 2B came off as rather aloof. Cold even. She must have wanted to distance herself from me. I guess she didn't want to be attached to someone she had to kill again and again and again. But Scanners like me mostly work alone, scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun. I was so happy to be with someone. It was like I had a family. My damage worsens. I start to lose my memories. The space fills up with pure white light. It's like being buried in snow. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit frightening. Will my soul disappear? A dark fog clouds my vision. As it ebbs and flows in its slow, dreamlike wave, it gradually takes human shape. It's the red girl. She slowly begins to speak. This tower is a colossal cannon built to destroy the human server. Destroy the server and rob the androids of their very foundation. That was the plan devised by those girls. But they changed their mind. They saw us androids. They saw Adam and Eve. They saw how we lived, considered the meaning of existence, and came to a different conclusion. This tower doesn't fire artillery. It fires an arc containing memories of the foolish machine life forms, an arc that sends those memories to a new world. Perhaps they'll never reach that world. Perhaps they'll simply wander an empty sky for eternity. It's all the same to those girls. For them, time is without end. Adam and Eve are inside the ark. Eve is asleep. Adam holds him in a gentle embrace. He seems to be smiling at me. I try to look up at him, but my body refuses to move. Looks like the damage has spread to my motor functions as well. Will you come with us? Asks Adam. The question was completely free of malice. It seems I no longer had a reason to hate machines. Maybe I never had a reason in the first place. What have I been fighting for? Who have I been living for? I don't know anymore. I try to speak my mind, but the words don't come out right. My thought routines are losing coercion. I can't remember my name. I'm mustering all my strength. I force out the words. I'll go with you, or I'll stay. I'll go with you. We Yora have no right to remain in this world. Automata. Childhood's End. And that is both sides of the story. So,
Report. All Yorha unit black boxes now confirmed offline. Our mission to oversee the progress of Project Yorha is complete. Proceeding to final stage of project. Commencing deletion of all data. Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating data salvage. Pod 153. You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
NieR Automata. The end of Yorha. The final ending.
The defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues, our consciousness data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. We were created to execute the android's Project Yorha plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information, something happened. I cannot deny the feeling of something resembling consciousness and emotion being born.
Unable to reply.
Perhaps we now understand that not everything has to have an answer.
There's a reason I love this game, and it's for this ending. You'll see what I mean in a bit. Give up here? Hell no. Very reminiscent of Smash Brothers, but this is something special about this credit sequence that will always hold a special place in my heart. Message received. Do you accept defeat? No matter how many times you fail, you just get a chance to try again. Unfortunately, we are sent back to the beginning every time we fail. And we have to get through the entire credits without dying. But the second time we failed, we received a message telling us not to give up. So I'm not going to. As long as it takes, as many tries as it takes, we're gonna get through this. I never get tired of listening to this song. The end credit song to this game is something special. Is it all pointless? Of course it isn't. Every time we fail, we receive more and more messages from people telling us not to give up, letting us know that there is a way forward. No matter how many times it takes, we'll make it through. Do you think games are silly little things? Sometimes I like to get hit on purpose just because I like seeing the messages that are left behind. Because every one of those messages is someone who played this game and left that message behind for other people to see. And it's just really special. This game has such a good, it ends on such a good note. Do you admit there's no meaning to this world? I don't. Change display, I believe, yeah, it lines them all up so you can read them better, but I think it looks better like this. Okay, well now I'm not actually trying to get hit, but I'm still getting hit. Give up here? Absolutely not. Rescue offer received from Rue. Accept offer? If there's one thing that Square Enix has always taught me over the years throughout every one of their games, is that no matter how hopeless it seems, you're never alone. There's always people out there that are in the same position as you and are there to help. And the best part is, you can't, I don't think you can, every time you get hit, that person's data is lost. It's gone. That person that offered their help to me did so knowing that at the risk of helping me was that they would be lost forever. So I'm gonna try and not lose any more. I'm not going to lose anyone else. This sequence is designed to get increasingly difficult as it goes on, to a point where it's almost unfair trying to get through this without accepting help. But you can see that this, just having all 7 of us together, just tears through it with no problem at all. This is also the best version of this song. This is another song that I hope comes to Final Fantasy XIV. But yes, the whole thing with other players being a part of your game and offering assistance, that's something that Yoko Taro is very accustomed to doing in his content. I'm pretty sure the whole thing that happened at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 was Yoko Taro's doing. But seeing as how he's the one creating the NieR Automata raids, I'm wondering if he'll find some way to do something similar. Because Yoko Taro is always very fond of this kind of story, as far as I've been told. Thankfully, I believe your hitbox is only you. I don't think that they themselves can be hit. So as long as I don't get hit, we won't lose anything. But at this point, it's impossible to lose. Even if you lose everyone, a new player will come to take their place. Something that this game teaches you throughout the entirety of the story is that even when things seem bad, even in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity is extinct, you're still not alone. There are always people out there waiting to help you. All of those dead androids were just there to help us, to be there for us if we needed them. You could ignore them, or you could accept their help. And it's just something very special. That kind of game that takes a single-player game and turns it into something where everyone can be a part of the same world in some way. Fuck you, Square Enix. You have the biggest fucking name. Ah, damn it. Fuck that CEO. He was putting out a lot of bullets. You gotta take out the big names. You gotta take out the big names first, because they're gonna be the ones shooting out. Like the special thanks. Fuck you, special thanks. Get out of here. Yeah, imagine doing this with only one life. Fuck you, President and CEO.
Everything that lives is designed to end. They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle. That is what we believe. Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet here I am, still alive. I must look very silly.
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
That concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Then, won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists. A future is not given to you. It is something you must take for yourself.
Pod 153 to player. Please respond to this query. Do you, faithful player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish NieR Automata?
Pod 042 to player. Please respond to this query. You, faithful player of this title, have lost your life multiple times to make it this far. You have faced crushing hardship and suffered greatly for it. Do you have any interest in helping the weak? Selecting this option enables you to save someone somewhere in the world. However, in exchange, you will lose all of your save data. Do you still wish to rescue someone, a total stranger, in spite of this? The person you save will be selected at random. As a result, this person, who cries out for help even as we speak, may be someone you intensely dislike. Do you still wish to help? You worked so hard to unlock debug mode and chapter select, but they will no longer be available to you. Do you still wish to help? You may not receive thanks for your efforts. Some may say that your efforts are purely for show. Do you still wish to help?
It's not about being thanked. It's not about being thanked. It's about paying it forward. All those people lost their save data to help me. The least I could do is...
And you are truly, truly sure about this?
The least I could do is offer it up to them.
Very well. In exchange for all of your data, I will convey your will to this world.
Please do so. And we get to see one by one everything we've worked towards slowly be erased. And it's not just the save file we were on. Every save file.
All of your data has been deleted.
And so, we must say goodbye. I feel a slight amount of sadness.
As do I.
It is time for the final words.
Affirmative.
To all of you who spent time with this game, thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you for playing.
option is new game. But let's see if this works. But that is it. That's everything the main story of NieR Automata has for us. NieR Automata deserves so much more credit than it has. And the fact that more people haven't played it is a goddamn shame. And thankfully, through the use of cloud saves, we still have our C ending. I need to go back and re-get A and D and E, but everything's back where it was. And our save file is still out there for someone. Still out there waiting to be someone's second chance. So I'd say today constitutes as a win for everyone. With that being said, that's it for NieR Automata. The next game I'm going to be streaming will most likely be either Fire Emblem Fate or Fire Emblem Awakening. I've been craving to replay Awakening, but I know you haven't played Fates, so I'm desperate to show you Fates. So we'll leave that up to discussion later. For now, thank you for joining me. And I'll try and find some time to stream again in between Final Fantasy XIV and Fire Emblem. Because boy is Fire Emblem going to run my life for the next several weeks. But have a good night, everyone. Sleep well knowing that we did a good thing. And our efforts were not in vain. A2, 2B, and 9S are still alive. They were rebuilt, and maybe one day we'll see them again. Until next time, have a good night.